I know.
I kind of have to record now. It's March the
We actually do have a
14th.
cat in the house, though. We're fostering
Oh,
at
congratulations.
the cat shelter yesterday, and I realized as I was there, like, I'm not ready to adopt another cat yet, but they have a couple of feral cats that they brought in. So we've got one called Caroline in the upstairs, and she's not come out of the box yet, but she's in a cage, in a crate.
Feral cat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically she's not
what
feral anymore, but she was part of a colony. So they've taken her kittens away and made sure she can't go hustling around the neighborhood anymore.
We should mention very quickly before we started recording, I asked Hank if he moved, and he said, yeah, 3 years ago. And then they were trying to give me trouble. And he goes, next thing you'll forget is that Ballard has a cat. Well, unfortunately,
Ballard doesn't have a cat
Chris
anymore.
no longer has a cat.
Yes.
But he has gotten married, so congrats.
Yeah, but
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Your invite's probably still in the mail, Hank.
Yeah. That's probably why I haven't found out about it yet.
Yeah.
Remind and say hello to Allison for me.
Wow.
Wow!
Holy crap.
Talk about the way back.
Hank is on
machine.
fire today.
Shots fired.
I've been saving it up for a few months.
Holy cow.
Well, you get to your age, Hank, you have to.
I was
Yeah,
going to
my
say
wife
this is
said
our
it the other night.
2021 year review, but Hank just went back to like 2015.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I think it was even before that. I think it might have been 2014.
Whenever Zach got married.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Actually, no, you
Wait,
probably.
hi, Allison.
Yeah. She's not watching.
No.
Nobody's watching.
Nobody's
watching.
watching. Except maybe Nick.
That's an interesting show you have there.
That's why
Brian.
you said something was in a cage. I had to clarify it was a cat so he couldn't get in all his basement jokes.
Yeah, that's true.
Although I'm in the basement now.
Fair enough. Hey,
You
fellas.
used to be upstairs, didn't you?
Hey,
Is
No.
Tulips the sponsor on that shirt?
huh?
Two lips are better than one.
I was gonna say, oh, Tuffins. Okay. All right. I was
This
thinking
is
maybe
it's
it's like,
my Shrewsbury Town shirt that Christopher was kind enough to get us.
okay. I was
Eventually.
just wondering.
You wouldn't recognize it because I don't have cucumbers wrapped in foil.
Yep. Armadillos in their trousers.
I'm not explaining the reference. If you get it,
14 people.
You
on a
don't know the
King Richard
reference?
Twisted fruit.
just kick me in the ass. Kick me right in my ass.
I am as God made me, sir.
We've been on here, what, 5 minutes already? We've done nothing. Welcome
Yeah, we
to the
got
show,
A
everybody.
few Spinal Tap references. In
But
there.
it's good because I don't have a clue what's happening in MLS. Although I did watch half a game the other day, and I saw someone.
It's okay. The Revs played half a game.
In the snow, yeah, holy cow.
Well, they played the whole 90 minutes in the snow, but they only played for half the game. So
So we were
That's a hallmark of a Bruce team. I mean,
in our text chain that we've had for the last however long, we keep saying we're going to do a 2021 review.
oh hey, speaking of a Bruce team, be prepared to shit the bed when you go to Charlotte. Just saying.
Oh, this week's show, hashtag Go Railhawks. Just going to do it. Just going to stick with it. Hashtag Go Railhawks.
go Railhawks.
Might as well. Hey, who had NYCFC winning MLS Cup last year?
Nobody.
Hank, we'll start with
Nobody.
you.
I definitely
I
had
am
CLT
pleased
getting
they-
fingered to go 0 for 3 in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, but Austin went. Everybody was talking about how great Austin was because they were 2-0 and they had 9 goals. But I think they played the Jersey Ballards wearing that USL2 team, and then another pub team, which was
Cincinnati.
Miami, which was Cincinnati and Miami the first 2 weeks, 5-0 and 4-0.
That's guaranteed 6 points.
But then they
I
lost.
think it's good that NYC won just so that we can see their enormous banner.
Oh my God.
That was. I don't even think that was the size of a normal like bed sheet.
I honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was something the fans had hung up.
It wasn't?
Like, hi, mom. You know,
Well, it's got to be something they can easily remove during the baseball games. They're not going to leave it up there.
Right.
That's
Could
just-
easily be
They'll
removed
be
in
like,
the
what
men's
the
room. I mean,
the
come
Yankees
on.
fans will be, what the hell is that? Why are there soccer lines on my field? But I think NYC is probably very upset now that they have to share their stadium with this baseball team. Now that baseball's back.
Well, they did have a soccer specific stadium there for 2 weeks.
I hear there's
Not
one
too
in
shabby.
Sacramento they can have.
Oh,
Yeah,
we should ask Evan Ream.
Damn it, Evan.
We got to check in with him. Is that joke
Yeah.
still going this year?
We do need to check in with Evan Ream. I think we should probably have a new bit for 2022.
We'll work on it.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe listeners, that'd be good.
Ballard's cat.
No, God, Pink.
Oh,
Can't do Ballard's cat.
I'm sorry. That's insensitive.
It was
and
already
cruel.
it already
did
failed
my,
on
It's
Twitter
really
years
okay.
ago.
It's really.
I
I
think
did
we
my
can just-
sensitivity training today, and I failed
I
that
expect
too.
nothing less.
I think we can probably spend the season talking about the pounding, the licking, the fingering that CLT takes all season.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No one else
you had to
will
go
be able
there.
Find it. Yeah.
games in the rain, all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
wet
wet
balls.
play.
Guys in hoods? Probably not.
Yeah. See, I can't change the hashtag. Mike and I had this discussion
Go
already.
Railhawks!
You can do no Charlotte hashtags. I mean, people will find the show, but it won't be the people that we want to find the show.
That'd be a good little link up between Shrewsbury and CLT if we could get the little man in the boat outside.
There you go.
Yeah. It was a bit tortured.
Good way to find him.
I'm telling you, man, when they play Beaver Munchin in the summertime, that's going to be a hell of a match.
Look out. Good
Fiskars will be
times.
giving away free scissors for everyone who enters the match.
Oh,
Fiskars really should be the team sponsor for sure.
I know. Them and wet wipes. I mean, yeah, it kind of sells itself.
Yikes. This is a great idea. We should do this every week.
we should.
We say that at the beginning of every season, and then we see each other again in like June.
That's true. And they go, hey, we should do our season wrap up. Oh, wait, we're 3 weeks into the next season? Merry
Yeah.
Christmas. All right. So NYCFC won last year, which was a surprise.
Which honestly, I forgot about by like Christmas.
By about 9:30 that evening.
Yeah, I was like, who won? I don't know.
Oh,
Am I the only one who
really?
does that?
They did? Oh.
I mean, like when the Galaxy won it, I remembered because okay, it was the Galaxy. It stuck in my head. I think the last team I remember winning it was. I remembered it won. It was probably Portland.
I was going to say Portland.
Now Portland's
Who won the
remembered for
Supporter Shield
something else.
last year?
What?
Who won the Supporter Shield last year?
I don't
Well-
know.
What was that worth? Oh, yeah. Fuck all.
6 states, 1 fail.
Right.
Oh, that was a 6 states 1 playoff game.
Oh,
Not,
He cut Mark.
we actually played well that playoff game. I have to say, Sean Johnson, but that he had the game of his life that night when all those penalty kick saves. I mean, what the hell was that about? But it's like going back to 2007, playing against Pat Onstad.
and
So
at least you weren't the first to 6. That's got to go for something.
Hey, there's still hope.
Yeah,
Is that what the 6 states means?
and you're in CCL now, so hey, that's a plus.
It's nice to see Connecticut included in New England for a change. Normally, they're like
Only
the
part of it is.
Yeah. Everything
Everything.
west of east of New Haven is included. Everything else west is not.
That's right. It's just upstate New York.
Yeah. Westchester East.
So we should probably talk soccer.
I mean, if you want to, we could.
Nobody cares. Just an excuse for it to get
Nobody's
together.
watching.
Yeah.
So during the offseason, Ricardo Pepe got sold for $20 million to FC Augsburg. Bob
What a
Bradley
bargain.
left LAFC and went to Toronto.
What a bargain.
I thought Matt Turner went to Arsenal.
Matt
he?
Turner's going to Arsenal this summer.
in the summer.
Didn't he get frostbite? I was reading today. Apparently, he got frostbite during the US game.
On the tip of his pee-pee?
No, in his toes. Which, I mean, it could be that too. I don't know how far down it goes.
I don't think it's frostbite.
No.
Spinal bifida?
I think that's just people are making up excuses. He got injured in one of the preseason games.
What was the Italian guy that's coming over? I can't pronounce it.
Insigne.
Insigne's coming over.
Insigne.
Yeah.
He's coming to Toronto for a lot of money.
Yeah,
That's a big move, actually.
Yeah.
FC Dallas signed Alan Velasco for $7 million, and he went 1-on-5 and scored in his debut.
That's not bad.
Hmm.
What
That is
What team
always
was that?
basketball, though.
Dallas. They played Nashville, actually. He took
Who
the
won
ball
that
from
game?
midfield and went in on 5 defenders and scored.
Damn.
who won?
Dallas 2-0.
Yeah, so Nashville was supposed to be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nashville's not bad.
No, they're
not
good.
bad.
That was a surprise. FC Dallas,
So, but they
got
lost
rid of-
last week, right? Did they play Dallas last week? Is that what happened?
Huh?
Did Nashville play Dallas last week?
Correct.
Okay.
And then New England played them the week before. And New
Yes,
England
I
beat
was
them.
there for that one.
Yes.
How'd that one go?
New England
Paul
won.
Areola is still short.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
we won
Ariela's now in
1-0.
Dallas.
A penalty kick, 1-0 Revs.
Dallas has a new head coach. They basically traded their head coach for men's team assistant, Nico Estevez.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So so far this year, the highlight for me has been Chicha Reader.
Teacher reader.
That is his
The real highlight
name.
was Ballard's response in our group text that I won't repeat here. But it made me donkey
Nashville
laugh.
scum.
Sure, right. Just it depends where you put the space. That's all.
Nashville scum.
Right.
Yeah.
There was an apostrophe S in there somewhere, but yeah.
Oh,
I feel like
that's
I'm definitely
weird.
needing to get a different group of friends if I want to maximize my joke output. Because you, for 3 idiots, like, oh, that was great. Nobody else gave a shit. I need to get it out to my 700 Twitter followers to also not give a shit.
You have
Did you
700
tweet that
Twitter
one?
followers?
Seriously, 700?
Really?
I know. I don't know how.
I don't even think I
Oh, wow.
I don't think I have 400.
Dude, maybe you should change your Twitter handle from Pandacock to something else.
He did.
Well, he
did, like,
Changed it
3 years
before you
ago.
moved to Rhode Island.
So there are 400 really twisted fuckers out there that love,
Okay, no, I have 689.
and 3 of them
followers.
are on
Okay.
this call.
That's true. And some of us have multiple Twitter accounts.
No one will
Some
put
of us do.
Panda Cock on a jersey for me. It's really disheartening.
I'm sorry about that.
Are you trying to do it at the team store?
No,
You got to look.
online. What's the one that does all the advertising? Or you see all the advertising on Fox Sports?
Soccer.com.
Those fuckers won't even put Harambe on a shirt for me.
Oh, I'd be here on me.
Well, that only works if you're going to have a Cincinnati kit, really.
Well, yeah.
Is it Cincinnati
still.
or Columbus?
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Well, if you really, really want it, I know a guy.
Okay.
I'll send you his info.
I still halfway want to do Serrano with the double zeros and the wonky dots inside the zeros, but that's just me.
Oh, I think I'm the only one that gets that joke.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get it at all.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm still waiting.
Mark will text you images and you'll understand.
I
All right.
I can tell you now, it's really okay. You did not need to text me anything.
Did they
Well,
go sprain my ankle?
It's nothing.
You did show me your ankle, yes.
No, Mark's poor ankle's never going to heal. Speaking of
Maybe
Matt
if you didn't
Turner
point
earlier.
at it wouldn't be so bad.
All right. Here we go. 2022. Who's going to win it all, Mark?
Not the Clit. Not Cincinnati. Not New York. I don't know. No one's really impressed me.
Sounds about right. Hank,
New England. When you say win it
really.
all, we're talking about
Who?
the
This is
East, right?
the worthless
We're talking
Supporter
about
Shield,
Supporter
the
Shield
actual
or
cup.
MLS Cup. Is the Open Cup going to happen this year?
I assume
think it
so.
is.
I think so because I think it's
Yeah.
part of that new CBS Turner deal.
Yep. So we're going to win it all. 3 of them. Boom. You heard
Wow.
it here first.
And Superliga for Jake Ballard.
And Champions League. 4. 5 if you count Superliga.
No one can Superliga, Hank. Give it up.
What are they calling that? League of Nations? What are they calling it?
League of Gentlemen?
The
The
African
League of
Nations?
Extraordinarily Boring Soccer.
Yes.
It's the Mexico MLS, Liga MX MLS crossover.
Oh, something cash grab. I
They're-
can't remember.
The
Ballard,
cash
who's
grab.
picked?
That's what they're calling it. The cash grab. They're going to win the
I
cash grab.
already
too.
said I'm being talked over. It's very rude, Hank. Salt Lake.
So, ooh,
Yeah. Well, they haven't lost
I-
yet. They played 2 games in a row. So, what can you, based on what I've seen so far.
I'm gonna jump out and I think Seattle. Especially
I
after
am
the
picking
Rusnak
Toronto for the Canada Poutine Beaver Invitational.
signing. I think that's more of a bandwagon call, but we'll go for it. We'll let it happen.
Yeah. I just don't like Montreal. I don't know who else plays up there.
Vancouver.
They only have 3 teams in the tournament. That's kind of wonky, isn't it?
No, Edmonton played too.
Yeah.
Don't they have
There's a whole Canadian
Ottawa-
league.
Yeah, there's a whole
They have-
bunch of other teams, but normally it's
The
Edmonton who are in the
Canadian
semi.
Premier League as well? So it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, but their
clubs from
field's
there.
like 75 yards wide and like 150 long, isn't it?
You've seen New York City's ground, right?
Well, yeah, that's postage stamp. I mean,
And they're all named the Bombers or the Argonauts.
Fury.
So who's your MVP pick, Hank? Insert Revs player here.
I don't know.
Also Hank's Fridays.
I think this early stage, so many people moving and coming and going or whatever. Carlos Vela.
Ooh. But his contract's up in June.
Oh, is he really?
yeah.
I'll take that back. If he stays, it's Carlos Vela.
Okay. So, well, probably All-Star game, which will probably be the next time we have a show. We'll see how we all did.
We should figure out if we can meet up at the All-Star game, like we say every year, and then don't do it.
Where's the All-Star
Where is the
game?
All-Star game?
I have no idea.
Mark's going to be here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's good for you guys.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It's easier to get here.
At least for you, you live there. You just walk downstairs.
Yeah, but to get to you, it's like 8 different flights, and I got to rent a car and then take a bus. And
That's
The MLS All-Star Game 2022 will be in Minnesota.
Oh, no, thank you.
oh, Minnesota.
Oh, we could go to
In August,
Black
though.
Hawk.
That'd be pretty
fun.
nice in August.
No, it'll be humid as fuck. Lots of mosquitoes.
I
Where
wanna
did you
go.
say,
That's
Ballard?
good. We go to the Black Heart. It's a soccer bar. It's the one with the Megan Rapinoe mural. One of the Twitter guys I follow called Wes is the owner. Ostensibly, it's a gay bar, but we should still go. They have lots of drag performances. I think it'll be fun.
Wait, it's a gay
Hare will
soccer
be really
bar?
trying. So
No, I think it's gay comma soccer bar.
yeah,
Yeah,
you don't have to be a gay soccer fan to go there. You can be a soccer fan or a gay person
right.
or a straight person.
Right.
I should probably just delete all this. This is going to come back to haunt me in 10 years when I run for political office.
I think
No,
that's the least
because you
things
could
have to worry
say-
about.
Your wife is a former gay soccer fan.
That's true, but she doesn't like soccer very much.
Well, there you go. I saved you.
Yeah.
Oh, I have sloth masks. For you.
It's that time of the evening.
Yeah, well,
Oh, you do?
I do.
Perfect.
Try and get them. I'll get them in the mail this week.
Yeah. Thank you.
Dana just finished them last weekend.
We're very excited. We're still wearing masks over here, so
Yeah, so are we. It's weird. I go
Yeah.
everywhere. No one's wearing a mask.
I mean,
I show
Bentley's the
up
one in
at work.
Texas. They gave up like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, no one here is wearing a mask anymore, but I go to work and like everyone's masked. We have to.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
I'm
Yeah.
the only one in my family that did not catch Omicron.
Maybe you got it and just didn't realize you were.
Well, here's a helpful note for anybody listening that's been vaccinated. Don't go and get the blood test for the antibodies, because the result of the blood test is to tell you if you have A, had the virus, or B, been
antibody.
vaccinated.
Yeah.
So it is C.
Useless.
Shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a couple days there. I felt a little I don't know that I had it, and I went and I had to take, whenever the kids got sick, I had to take them to get tested, and then I had to take whenever their 10 days was up and get them tested. And I got tested every other time. I said, "Can I do the blood test?" But yeah, sure, great, fine. And it came back and it said, "Well, you're positive, negative. The positive means that you've had it, and the negative means that you don't have it currently." I'm like, "Oh, great." But also the caveat is if you've been vaccinated. So yeah, I will still wear a mask.
Go get your testosterone checked too.
Well, what
Yeah,
kind of
well,
tests you
yeah.
have in Texas?
Go
Those
get
tests
vitals,
sound
get all that
backwards.
stuff checked, by the way.
I have pictures from
my
my
MVP
colonoscopy.
pick-
If you guys want to see them?
What?
No, we
Colonoscopy
don't want to see the
pictures?
butt cam.
Yeah,
No.
Hank, it looks like the big dig. I shit you not.
I've been there.
But you know,
So did you hum the "It's a Small World" theme while you're doing it? Or "Whole New World"? Albert
Moon River.
Rusnak is my MVP pick this year. Ballard.
Jimmy Chara.
Oh man, he's had 2 beautiful bicycle kicks.
I basically picked the guy I know's done well so far, so it doesn't sound like an idiotic thing to say at the moment. Come October, it probably will, but
Hey, this show is just an excuse for us to chirp at each other for 30 or 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we had anything right. I was looking at stuff the other day and I said that Chicharito was going to be Miami's first DP signing.
Did you actually write any of it down
Hashtag
last year?
Chicha, please.
Yeah.
What?
Did you write any of our predictions down last year?
somewhere.
I may have, yeah.
I'm
Do
pretty
what?
sure I picked New York City to win the whole thing, you guys.
I think so. I'm pretty sure. I think you and I
I
both
think
did.
Hank had New England to win the supporter shield too.
Mark, MVP pick.
I'm gonna go with Chicha.
Okay.
Only because I think Vela's a good pick, but I think they're going to continually pull him out of injury precaution, and because either he's going to re-sign with the team, or they're going to keep him as healthy as possible to sell him for as much as humanly possible in July. So I don't think his playing time is going to be what we think it is.
Well, if his contract's up, they can't sell him. He's a free transfer.
I thought they have an option. I don't know.
Yeah.
All
All right.
Anyway, I'm going with Chicha.
Give me the team that's going to surprise everybody the most. Ballard. Can be good or bad.
Seattle, I think they're going to have a horrible season.
Mark.
I'm going to say Cincinnati, that they're still shit after 3 seasons.
That is not too far off. Hank.
Just trying to figure out if that's a surprise or not. But
I think after 3 years, it'd be kind of shocking if they're as bad as I think they really are.
How many head
But that's
coaches
just
have
me.
they had?
mhm.
I mean, they've got it. They're on the 4th one, maybe.
I think Red Bull New York is going to be a sneakily good team this year.
I do wonder how close Portland's going to get to pulling out of play because of some of the front office shenanigans of the last year. I do wonder if they're going to be forced into a position where they have to possibly, close ranks and possibly maybe close doors.
I don't think they'll ever let that
I
happen.
doubt it.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think it'll be somebody in the front office will take the fall, and there won't
Somebody will take a bullet,
it won't be immediate, and there won't be any.
and it won't be Merritt Paulson.
Nope. I think my surprise team is going to be LAFC. That everybody called Steve Cherundolo the discount, the coupon coach whenever they hired him because they wanted a bigger name. But I think he has a reputation for developing talent, and I think he's going to keep them at that same level. I'm also an idiot.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Who do we think is the absolute? I mean, now that every game is on ESPN Plus, we get to see the
Is it?
local
I didn't know
team
that.
No blackouts either.
Yeah. Now, and we get to see all the local commentating teams. I swear to God, I'm not sure if it's San Jose or possibly Austin. I think Austin had a drunk Englishman the other night who could barely speak. He sounded just this side of fucking Keith Richards.
That's
the way
Adrian
he was
Healy.
commentating.
That's Adrian Healy.
Yeah, I thought it was Healy down there.
Adrian Healy. He is their VP of comms at Austin.
Are you talking the play-by-play guy, or are you talking
the play-by-play? There is.
that's Healy.
This wasn't Healy. I know Healy's voice. This was a guy. I swear to fuck, he was just this side of Keith Richards, almost passed out.
I know what you're gonna say. Who's the biggest? Which team has the biggest homers?
Not only homers, but just worst fucking commentating ever. I used to think Kobe Jones was really bad, and then I listened to a San Jose broadcast. Holy shitballs! And then I saw the Austin broadcast the other night. I mean, Jesus fuck, these guys were terrible. And I think maybe Columbus might be in there. I mean,
everybody's pretty bad when you think about it. I am not a fan of the Feldman Davies combo at Gillette.
Oh no, they blow dog. They're terrible.
I personally love Brad. He's a great guy. He's fantastic to talk soccer to and all that great stuff. But something happens with him and Charlie. It feels very forced. Not like it was with Mariner. Paul Mariner made everybody sound better, so you can't really discredit him for that. But my biggest beef is Glenn Davis in Houston. He's just by far the biggest homebody announcer. And Glenn, if you're watching, nothing but love for you, buddy.
Then we're all surprised. Yeah. See, now I'm gonna have to start watching more games just to find out.
I honestly
have to start watching some games.
I mean, for me, it's like I watch these games just to
you
see
notice
how
that's why I
fucking
just
bad
stopped there. I
these
should
people are.
watch more games.
Yeah.
All right. All-Star games, Minnesota in August.
Minnesota in August. Also, how bad has refereeing been thus far?
Pretty bad.
I mean,
It's been terrible, though it's consistent.
It's god awful. It has been god awful. I across the board, not just like I can bitch up a storm about the Seattle game the other night, and both Seattle and LA got robbed on so many calls, and there should have been so many more cards, and it was just such a shit box of a refereeing display. I think I tweeted it out at a preseason home match that all the players were in obvious preseason form, but pro referees were in midseason shitbox shenanigan form. It was just astounding how bad these guys have been the first 3 weeks of the season.
Does pro also do the USL games
and the NWSL?
Yeah. So
I tweeted out last year, they are the bane of American soccer for the last 10 years.
The game, there was a game I was listening to on the radio on Sirius XM FC, whatever it is. Last night, USL game. The guy literally 3 or 4 times during the color analyst, I don't remember who it was, but specifically called out the linesman for waiting for the referee to make up his decision before raising his flag. And it's like that's just been something.
All linesmen do that. I've noticed that in every division in the world. They all, if they don't know, they just sit there. It's like, well, aren't they paid to watch where the ball is? And
last night in last night's game, the Austin Clit match. I think or Atlanta Clit. Clit was going down, and the ball by all angles rolled past the end line.
To roll past the clit.
It rolled out of the
balls
box.
are rolling past the clit.
Clit rolled it out of the box, and
Right out of the box.
Right out of the box. I mean,
Damn it.
penetration all the way
See.
through. Boom, rolled out, and it was still called in play. And a cross went. They played the cross, and the commentators made note that the referee was so far behind the ball he couldn't catch up to it and see for sure. And that's how, and that was all it was said about it. Oh, well, the referee couldn't catch up to the ball, so we really don't know if it went out or not.
Isn't the end line the linesman's responsibility?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that
So here's
because
the next question.
Well, as I'm saying,
Yeah.
the linesman could not keep up with the pace of the ball.
Right. I see.
Do they put 2 more shit linesmen on every squad? So there's one guy standing at the end line to see if, the ball crosses over or not. And
I don't see why they can't use the goal line technology for the whole end line.
I
don't know.
Why not, right?
But I mean, that's an entirely different Oprah to speak of. I'm just talking about how shitty the referees are and how bad they are, and it gets worse depending on who's the VAR ref. I mean, our first home match. It wasn't Toledo. I think it was Ted Uncle. I don't remember who, but the VAR ref. I'm like, that guy's gonna be watching Netflix. He's not gonna be watching the game. We're not going to get a break in anyway, guard that way. And there's just so many bad referees in pro. There's just no escaping it. It's astounding.
Technology is there, though. They have a freaking light, and you watch the curling in the Olympics. They have a light that goes off when they let go, so they know where the rock is.
The technology is there.
Over.
They don't want to spend the money, do they? Why would they spend the money? It's only recently they've started spending money on players. They don't want to spend money on anything else.
Well, will FIFA let them? Because ultimately, it's FIFA's decision on whether or not they get to implement anything or not. They have to petition FIFA for the ability to implement anything, even if it's as a testing scenario. Because remember, weren't we the VAR guinea pigs for 6 months before it went worldwide?
Yeah, and they had MLS was the first to have the spray on free kicks.
The magic spray.
Magic spray.
The shaving cream?
No, the foam. Magic, the little shaving cream.
Yeah.
I wonder how much cream gets sprayed in clip matches.
Hashtag go Railhawks. You want to follow along?
Chicharito, fella.
Chicharito.
But see, I think honestly, every team's game plan moving forward against Charlotte is just going to be, constant pressure right on the edge of the box. Just constant pressure right on the edge of the box. Get up to the edge, pull back, get up to the edge, pull back a little bit. Increase, not like full penetration. Just ease into the box, ease in, tease, not penetrate, pull in a little bit, pull out.
What about a little bit of dribbling in the box? What do you think about
a little
that?
bit of dribbling in the box, but you don't want to penetrate too far. You just want to stimulate
the dribbling doesn't matter if
defense.
you're wearing a raincoat. Right?
I think if you do that long enough, the first 5-10 minutes of the match, CLT is just going to open wide up, and it's just going to be a fucking bonanza after that.
Then the game's over.
Yeah, what about if I can't be bothered with all that shit? I just want to score.
It takes one in swinger. I hate all of you.
No, you don't.
Like the Bucky's like
this has been by far the worst.
Oh yeah, you get one when you're here.
I have one. You know what? I was cleaning out my nightstand the other night. I found.
God.
I found. Yeah.
We're not still talking about Charlotte, are we?
I found an old top of the table business card.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, the CLT.
Nice. All right. Well, let's try to do this again next week. Hashtag go Railhawks if you want to stick it, join in, play along. Charlotte
absolutely
jokes will probably go on all season.
Yeah, sure.
Give out your Twitter ballots.
Light pressure.
What was that?
Give out your Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
my Twitter is at Chris J Ballard, but I'm going to promote my sister because my sister's going to the.
Oh wait, hold on.
Wait,
We'll do
wait,
this
wait,
last.
wait.
We'll
The
do
best-
this last.
wait,
Hold on. At the
what-
Mark
what-
Villa, at Hisco5, at Brian Bentley, at Top of the Table TV. This you tweeted this out today. This is the important thing to leave with right here.
My sister Laura, who lives in England, obviously
The best Ballard.
The best Ballard.
Yeah, I'm
What
not even
you're
going
about
to
to say,
argue
she's
anymore.
the best
I've
Ballard.
resigned that anyway. I never had that, but I've resigned myself to the fact that she's the best one. She's going to a town on the Poland-Ukraine border in 3 weeks to help Ukrainian refugees off the trains and get them figured out. So there's a crowdfunding appeal. I think we can probably put the link up in the description, or when we tweet out the link.
Yep.
So if you would like to give her some money, perfect. So we're going to go to supplies while they're there. Anything they have left over, they're going to give to UNICEF.
Be sure to send me the link direct.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, she's. I'm very proud of her. Some of her decision making is questionable, which I told her fiance earlier. But you kind of have to admire it, and I don't know if I would be doing the same in her position. I'd like to think I would be, but I don't know if I would.
So, just to be clear, she's not on Twitter. You're just
She does have a Twitter somewhere, but I think Mark tweeted at her once, and we've never seen her again. So
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we're
that-
active on
that could
Facebook,
happen.
and he's trying
But
to
the
build
point
his
is-
own follower base. Hank, where were you earlier when we were discussing this?
well. There's a link on your Mr. Ballard's Twitter page, so you need
Right.
to follow him so you
Right.
can have more than 4 followers
Right.
and get the link to the
That's right.
crowdfunder.co.uk.
And I'll send it out. All right, that's it. Hashtag
I've
go
just
Real
retweeted
Hawks.
it, so
I'll send out the
My
best
7
Ballards link.
followers got it.
You guys
Thank
are
you.
all awesome. It's been top of the table for March the 14th. It's Pi Day. All the Charlotte jokes you can handle. And we'll see you
Light pressure.